my huckleberry, I'll be your bottom line. You'll be my slow and steady, I'll be your bottom line. I'll be your wildflower, you'll be my rain or shine.
On the road, going nowhere, with nothing on my mind. I'm acting like I don't care, with nothing on my mind. I'll be your thorns and roses, you'll be my rain or shine. On a cold night, low, high, whatever is right, my love will keep you warm. When the wind blows, God knows, baby, I'll be your refuge from the storm.
Driving fast and taking chances, what could ever go wrong? Under romantic circumstances, nothing could ever go wrong. I'll be your moon rising, you'll be my long swan song. You'll be my huckleberry, I'll be your bottom line. You'll be my slow and steady, I'll be your bottom line. I'll be your wildflower, you'll be my rain or shine. I'll be your wildflower, you'll be my rain or shine.
You'll be my huckleberry, I'll be your bottom line. You'll be my slow and steady, I'll be your bottom line. I'll be your wildflower, you'll be my rain or shine. That's a song by Drew and Ellie Holcomb. Miss Cara wanted to play that for this week's podcast. Okay, say hey, Miss Cara.
Hello, everyone.
Like I said, Cara requested that song. I ain't never heard it before, but it's a pretty cool song. It fits us to a T. We're on the eve of our anniversary. Let me do my math. I think we'll be married 13 years tomorrow. Is that right?
You got it.
And we've been together since the first day we met 15 years ago.
16.
15 is 3 years.
And it's 13 years married. That's 16.
Oh, shit. Well, I missed a year somewhere.
Do the math, Bob. Do the math.
Matt, I used to be really good with numbers, but Cara's, I missed a year somewhere, and that's okay too. But anyway, we wanted to kind of do a lighthearted version of our podcast this week. We've I call it a trilogy of terror this past week.
Cha-ching,
We had-
Simonton Money Brawl.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We had a kind of a party discussing our Red River trip, and Cara was messing with the freezer, and she's in and out of the freezer, in and out of the freezer, and she raised the lid up, and I don't think this freezer's working right. And I said, well, no shit, you've had the door open for the last hour. And she said, no, there's something wrong with it. I said, I'll shut it. And so the next morning I get up and I open it up, and there's water dripping on the inside. So Cara was right as usual. So we ended up having to get a new freezer, because the one we had was like 18 years old, and we was looking at parts for it, and the parts and repairs was going to be more than buying a new freezer. So we went and bought a new freezer, got ready to go get it, and then Kara's car wouldn't start the battery. The battery was dead. So I'm frustrated sitting in the garage, and I was able to push the car out in the driveway and charge it, hook it up to my car. And she said, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, the freaking battery's out of this car. It won't start, and it'd been acting up." And kind of back up a little bit. That night, it was about 8:30 or 9. I told Kara, I said, I'm going to go watch TV in the bedroom. She likes to watch cooking channels about that time, and I said, "You watch cooking channels. I'll go in the bedroom and watch TV." And she said, "Okay." Well, I turned TV on and it won't work. I hollered at her, "Hey, this TV won't work." We tried everything we could do to get it going. It wouldn't go. I said, "Well, go check the other 2 bedrooms," and they wouldn't work. So now we got.
Well, at least it's not the TVs.
Well, we don't know what's wrong. We think it's the DirecTV router box or whatever. I told Kara, I said, "I am tired of messing with TVs, and AT&T's hasn't been the most reliable."
DirecTV.
Well, DirecTV and AT&T are, when we got them, they were tied together. They just bought, so we got a DirecTV dish with AT&T service. Ever since that event has happened where they joined forces, when the weather comes in with the DirecTV and the dish, DirecTV and the dish outside, especially if the weather's in it, TV goes blank. So,
Well, the good thing is the TV in the living room is working.
Yes.
So it's something to do with the box that controls the bedrooms. So we don't know what that is. So guess what we did? We said screw it, and we ordered OEC fiber cable.
Yeah, so we got OEC. we got OEC ordered, and they're supposed to be here in the next several days. Something else that broke, and what was it, Kara?
The red light came on the septic tank, so we had to have it pumped out.
Yeah, the septic tank. You know, the red light means there's something wrong with it. So I go over there and check it, and I could.
She was full.
It was full, and it needed a part for it's an aeration system, and the aerator had went bad. That was a few $100s to clean it and fix it. A few $100s for a freezer. A few $100s for a car battery.
Not a few $100s for a car battery.
Well, we ended up. Oh my God! You need the $60,000 or $60,000. Yeah, $60,000 car repair.
It wasn't that bad.
$60,000. God dang it! 60,000 mile service.
You and numbers aren't hooking up today, babe.
I know. Well, I think age has got something to do with it. I'm pushing 75.
No, you're not. You goober.
70.
But here was the thing, is because we planned that trip to Red River.
Yes.
And then Taylor, my daughter's getting married in October, and so she finally got some dates and stuff settled out, but they're getting married in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And so we were like, okay, we need to start planning that.
Yeah.
So we got that all planned, and then the car happened, and then so it was all like, ba-bing, ba-bing.
Yeah, freezer, car battery, DirecTV, septic system, and there's something else. I don't know what the heck broke, but we're just kind of going to set up a GoFundMe page.
Whatever.
So
He's just learning to like ramen and peanut butter.
Yeah. So we're down to ramen and peanut butter. And
No more Miller Lite. He gets Natty Light now.
The Natty Light, Natty Light, or Bush, and sorry, Glenn and Tracy, if you're listening, I know you like Natty Light and Bush, but I like Miller Lite and higher than that. So anyway, we've been getting dizzy from all the bills that's coming in, and I told Kara, I said it's a blessing that we're able to take up the slack and be able to pay for this stuff without any real big issues. But I just told Kara, I said, I can't imagine a young couple with maybe a child or two and have some of these events happen and they're just living paycheck to paycheck, it'd be tough for them. But
Well, we've both been there, so.
yes, that's what I was going to say. Anybody that's young and
I said a struggle bus. The
yeah,
struggle
it's
bus
a
is
struggle
real,
bus. Is
but you'll get through it.
all I can say is you need to set up a savings account for emergencies like this, and it's never too early to start doing that. And
No
you'll
matter
be
how broke you are, you need to start it.
yes, you need to pay yourself first on some sort of savings plan. But anyway, Kara and I's a couple of excellent adventures lined out, and tell them, kind of touch base on where our excellent adventures going and when.
Well, coming up soon. I'm not going to give exact dates so people don't know we're gone. So,
Yeah.
but soon, and we're going to pit stop in Wichita, see my sister, drive on to Denver the next day, see her boys. We've got
Your nephew.
my
yeah.
nephews, and so we'll see them for a couple of days, and then we're going to head out to Pagosa, and I think Sam and his fiance Aspen are going to go maybe convoy with us because they've got he's leased some property for a hunting adventure
Yeah, I think
later in
he-
the year, and he's wanting to scope it out a little bit, so we might have them for a couple of extra days.
Yeah.
And then we're going to head on into Red River, where we're going to meet lots of friends and family. And so we rented a UTV, and we're going to ride trails, and we'll be there for about,
5 days or something.
yeah,
like
about
that.
5 days, I think, in Red River, and then head on back home. So October, we're going to fly into Salt Lake and go see Bob's Uncle Robert in Ogden. And then we'll head on into Jackson Hole, get Colby and
Go
Taylor
through this,
married
ceremonies.
up, and then head back out. And what's the other pit stop when we're making our way back to Salt Lake? We're going to stop at Pocatello. I've never been there before.
Yeah, Pocatello, Idaho, and
And
I've
then-
been there, but it's been a long time ago. It's out of the way from Jackson back to Salt Lake, where we'll get back on the plane, come back home.
Yep, that's later on this fall. So we're just getting ready to have some adventures.
Oh,
Not like every day's not an adventure.
yeah, it's been every day's adventure. One thing I failed to mention is December. My dog Sadie, the chocolate lab, she died, and we had to put her down. Then we had a outside cat, white cat, and the day that Sadie died, that cat would not eat a bite for 3 weeks, and we found her she had died at the next door neighbors. So we lost 2 pets in a really short period of time, and told Kara, I said, I'm not up for another dog. I said, I don't know if any other dog can fill Sadie's paws. So, and then the cat was gone, and she said, I need a cat, I need a mouser, I need I said, okay, let's talk to Melissa. Her sister has several in Kansas, and go ahead.
Yeah,
Kara.
when she was coming down in March so often to help with all the stuff with Mom, she brought 2 of her babies down, because there was 4 of them, so she kept a brother and sister and brought 2 sisters down to us. It was Moxie and Lottie.
Both females.
Yeah, both females, and just adorable.
And they were fixed. So
Yeah, they were already fixed. They're all the things. And so they acclimated really fast. I mean, because they were so used to being around my sister and her husband and stuff, because they're outside so much. But Moxie disappeared after about 2
10
weeks.
or 12 days.
Yeah,
We had them.
something like
We
that.
kept them in the garage for a week solid without letting them out. We had the food and water and the
Yeah, they were doing great.
cat litter box. So we said, okay, I think they'll be fine, and let them out, and they're going and coming back. So
Yeah. And Moxie's the one that I really thought would stick around the longest, because she's pretty tiny. But here's one day, Lottie's out here just crying, doing her thing, looking for her sister, and Moxie never came back. And so things have been great. I mean, Lottie has been just my baby. It's the first time I've ever had a cat that just just was
So
vocal and funny.
and
Funny.
crawl in your lap all the
She
time.
was just, I mean, she'd lay on her back in my lap, let me rub all over her. Just, we had scheduled for a neighbor's daughter to come over and hang out with her and play with her while we were going to go on vacation. And they were going to come over this past Wednesday, and I couldn't find Lottie. And so looked and I was like, oh, she's just out, catting around.
Catting around, yeah.
Doing her thing. She hasn't come back. So I've lost another pet. And I just don't know what to do because I really need a mouser. Because we never have any problems. But I don't know if I can handle this heartache anymore of losing all these animals. It's killing me.
It's been tough, and we never suspected that they would either one run off, but the downside, and it is what it is. They're outside cats. I don't want inside cats. One, I'm allergic to them, and two, I just don't like them crawling around everywhere in the house, and so we kept them outside, but we'd always keep the garage cracked where they can come in and out, and we feed them, and man, we took care of them. They weren't mistreated by any means. But just to the north on the property line is a person that owns like 8,000 acres of land, and it's all unimproved native grass, tall grass. There's a ton of coyotes. You can hear them every night. So I'm not sure that the coyotes might have gotten cats, but we gave them a good life while they was here, and they're both, like I said, both missing. So
Well, our first two, Lewis and Clark, we had them for 8 years.
yes,
And we got them just right after we built the house. And I mean, I don't know if it's because they just grew up here and knew the lay of the land, from being itty bitties, or it's. I mean, they were from Lindsay. Maybe they're just tough cats. So.
but anyway, that's our last what's been happening the last several weeks, and we're looking forward to taking an excellent adventure in the really near future and going up in the mountains where it's a little bit cooler or a lot cooler, and do some sightseeing and meet family and friends. And like I said, in Red River we're going to meet, I think it's going to be at least 8 to 10 or 12 people there, and we're all going to go ride the ATV, UTVs, and do some mountain trails and such as that. And just the city of Red River is pretty cool in the summer and winter, so we're looking forward to that. So we'll keep you posted on that. Once we do that, when we get back, we'll have a little discussion on that. So we're going to wrap this one up, jabbering about 20 minutes. You got anything else you want to add?
Just happy anniversary, and I love you with all my heart.
Okay, and I love you too, Miss Cara. That's going to be a wrap for today.